Hello, hello, people of the internet. It's your boy Skinny Penis, and we are revisiting Ragnar, yeah. That was my first video on the channel, reviewing a Ragnar replay. I actually went pretty in depth there. I think it was also the only video where I wrote down some shit beforehand. Then I figured, well, no one really watches the entire video anyway, so like 90% just skip towards the end screen, but that's like how World of Warships is. So we're revisiting it. I think it's about time that we have another look at Mr. Ragnar. And playing 2 games live, maybe 3, depending on how they go. And talking a wee bit about what you're actually doing in this ship. So, full gun torpedo. DD, no torpedo. No, you can't torp. So it plays like a cruiser essentially. It's also what I said in the other video. It's a light cruiser without a citadel that is completely gun focused, but offers great utility mid to late game if you keep your HP and the enemy team in general has been thinned out. You can then go for destroyers, for example, completely for free with the speed boost raider combination and hunt them down. I'm running a very, let's say, selfish, egoistic spec here, kind of, with Fearless Brawl. Definitely takes a lot of flexibility out of the ship, just because your radar range isn't the concealment range anymore, but we're going into the spec anyway. But in general, what you want to do is you play it as a cruiser early, and then mid to late game, the strength is that it can be played like a DD Hunter. A very effective DD Hunter at that. Especially if you have the speed boost raider combination both ready. Otherwise you're not really gonna catch up to most destroyers, just because you are very slow. As you can see, 36.8 with speed flag. Though it gets a Smaland speed boost, like the increase is a Smaland speed boost. It's a 30% on speed, so it's disgustingly fast suddenly. The problem though is that Ragnar doesn't get the amount of charges, neither the reload. So you only have 3 instead of 5 with Superintended, and it reloads in 3 minutes, not 1.5 or so it is on Smaland. So yeah, gotta be careful as to when to pop the speed boost. I figured it's more of a disengage tool, while already, like, either you keep it as a disengage tool, or if there's really like nothing risky about to happen, you can use it to mitigate a lot of damage. So you don't have to take a whole bunch of damage while you're already farming. Here we're using the island, like any other cruiser is cover. I mean, do mind though that since you are a destroyer and you don't have a citadel, you can definitely open water farm way safer against BBs than other ships, because there is not even a chance if the battleship lucks out that he actually citadels you, just because you don't have a citadel. It's like Sherman and Ragnar are way easier to play than most cruisers, in my opinion. People just haven't figured out really. I'm gonna pop speed boost here, by the way, to hopefully dodge a bunch of shells from the Kreml. As you can see, yeah, I stopped immediately, dodged all the shells that the Kreml sent my way. I was stopping here because it looked like the Kreml is trying to make this island anyway, so why would I not abuse that and farm him out while he does it. I'm for some reason kind of the only one who's shooting him, really. He runs fire prevention. He's very reluctant to DCP. I think he's a cup guy, meaning he's probably fairly decent in terms of stats, so he's not like insta DCPing a whole lot of shit. Someone got a citadel here, which is kind of interesting. Getting a citadel on a Kreml. And we're just slowly farming him down. He's turning into torpedoes though. I don't know why he turned out and didn't continue to the rock. Well, and he's dead. Now it's more interesting where we should go. I can't really open water farm against the Sherman that easily, just because he can smoke and fuck with me. Then again, this side is super passive from the enemy. The Monty's running away, so I guess the only chance we have to get damage in is the Yamato, getting an angle on the Yamato. I mean, theoretically I could shoot him from here, he's super stationary. But we are lacking spot because for some reason it was in Elbing. Ah, the Elbing died to the submarine, I think. Aha, okay. Hmm. Very quick, fast in from the... Dude, I end up in 10 million games with this guy lately. Never mind. Other side seems to be fine. It's like camp versus camp. We're just like waiting patiently now as to what has happened. Interestingly enough, 4 out of the 5 BBs in my team are camping behind me. Submarine somewhere in this area. You can see the torpedoes there. Submarine killed our submarine. Okay. I think I'm going to stay dark and going deeper into the flank because the Monty and the Yamato are probably going to play a bit more aggressive, so I'm looking for farm on that one. I only have 48k damage, which is pretty low for Ragnar now, but the game isn't over yet, so... just gotta be careful really that the Sherman doesn't smoke up in my mouth, just because we don't have radar here to get him out of the smoke really. Also the submarine could potentially be perma-pushing me, which would be kinda disastrous, because Ragnar doesn't really do well with submarines, just because I don't really have a way to mitigate incoming fire, incoming torpedoes that well. Neither do I have good armament against him, like even if I catch him, I do barely anything. This guy is currently in the process of getting one healed. As you can see, he's flat broadsiding. The Sherman seems to not really be interested in shooting me, so we can stay here for a while. The Yamato, as said, is in the process of getting one healed. He took a double permaflood here, most likely. DCP'd one fire. Fairly sad to be seeing some shit like that, but yeah, it is what it is. Tier 10 battleships camping forever and then killing themselves in 2 seconds. Uh, 60k damage, 4 ships dead in both teams. Submarine and Sherman are blocking me off for now. I tried to radar. Shoot the Sherman a bit before he goes back into smoke. Very simple shot here, just reverse. Gonna DCP now. DCP the next home too. Turn out, dodge the submarine torps. Get lost, idiot. My battleships are kinda not dropping onto the sub, but the sub pings are running out, so he's super far away. Well, okay. We're going to switch sides. We're going in for the enemy side, who somehow managed to kill every single one of my teammates. I have to scout. Yeah, you can also suck my cock. Thank you. There's no real point here for me to scout. The problem is the submarine can easily outspot me at periscope even. Periscope depth. It can easily shotgun me out. And the Sherman could switch to SAP and instantaneously kill me. So... There's not even a point to push here. But they have a second DD in the middle, right? Yeah, it's a Z in the middle, okay. Well, I don't have radar ready at the moment, so it's kinda sus with the Z if he's somewhere in this area. Torpedoes just ran out. We have to be patient here, we have to switch sides. There's no point in continuing into that. The Sherman gets a third smoke, probably. That should be his second, but he has a third. The Monty is in kite, and the submarine has said like it's a Balau. Like if it was a U, you could maybe argue that you could go for him just because he has all torpedoes in the front. But a Balau turning circles there and spazzing out on me would just mean that I die pretty fucking fast. Okay, the Z entered A from the middle. We may run into the issue that there are torps here and I take a bunch of them. Because he could have torped the Shiki. Is the torps back? Yeah, I'm going over to the other side. Look, there are the torps. Okay, they already passed. Well, it was risky. As I said, like I kind of suspected it, there could be torps. But normally my Kreml and my Ohio shouldn't die to a Z. Because the torp alpha is just too low on him. Does the Shimmer stay closer to that and spot it for me? Because there is no radar on him, so he could just perma-spot these people. Goliath Gamer turned and died. Z left the cap actually in the middle. He didn't fuck around with these people. Well, gotta be patient here. Now the Incomparable and Goliath Torps could theoretically come in here. Gotta be careful. Gotta be ready for potential torpedoes. We're still untouched. 65k, pretty boring game, but yeah, as said, played into the wrong ships. Also, we didn't really get damage because the Kreml and the Yamato both decided to just fucking one-heal themselves, which is kinda despicable. Totally honest. Hey, you need intelligence data, that's great with your full HP Konkin base, man. That's really great, dude. That's really great. Shima is going to spot for me, so I can probably stay here in a second and then farm out. And we gotta, hopefully, or we should focus the Yodo. I think those are Goliath torps. As said. We definitely should focus the Yodo. If he gets spotted. Problematic though that our Shima has the issue of islands being in between him and the enemy. Not having the easiest time getting perma-lights on these fucks. Okay, wait, Yodo spotted. Perfect. Can I lob it? Yes, I can. So we can farm the Yodo here. Obviously the Yodo, it's pretty shit. It's super shit. But it has the DPM here, so we gotta focus him out first. Afterwards, the battleships against the full HP Ragnar are not going to kill me, really. We're getting fires, sadly. There you go, one fire. If that guy dies, there's no real threat for me anymore in terms of high. Okay, the Yodo has a fire. He should be spotted at some point again against the Shima. Then we can most likely finish him off. Come on. There you go. It's fat, it's large, it doesn't really maneuver well. Yodo is kind of like an easy cruiser target for Ragnar to fuck with. You can see here the shells are really easy to hit overall. I even disabled his turrets. I actually have 30mm pen. It's the thing of Ragnar, and his turrets are 25, so yeah. I can actually fuck his turrets. Yeah, he goes dark though because fire ran out, so Shima ain't spotting him. Bet you my fucking ass that the Shima one-shots the Yamato now or something, and I don't get damage here. Fire chance this game is pretty shit, not gonna lie. Actually not getting lucky at all with the fires. I have speed boost ready so I can go forward and maybe the Yodo actually decides to shoot me. I can kill him. He seems to be a bit wiser than that. Mind though that he has a torpedo angle here with his Yodo. I'm going to block the cap. Shima doesn't do that. But Shima helped us out spotting from the flank, not gonna lie. That definitely helped. We're going to block cap so Shima can... Never mind, Shima eats a fucking Yodo torp for whatever reason. I couldn't go for info raiders here on the Yamato or anything just because the Z is potentially running at me and I need the radar to trade him if he runs into me with smoke and hydro. Look, 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 there he comes, there he comes. What the fuck's this Yamato doing, dude? What? Sus. If I might say so, that's sus. Wait, did the Yodo? Okay, well, interesting where the Yodo is going. Oh wait, the fucking Yodo is... Yeah, the guy doesn't have a heal anymore? By the way, today my lock-on on the enemy ships works again. This guy should die to the Shiki or me here, I think. Hopefully. No. 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 Non-penetration, actually. Oh. But he doesn't have a lot of HP left, so I can just play super aggressive into the Z here. Let's see, I think the Z left the smoke and sits around there. I don't know what the fuck he smoked there in the first place, if I'm honest. It looks a wee bit weird. Full HP though, still. Oh, wait. Hmm?
Engine boost activated.
Hmm. I don't know what the fuck he's doing there, but yeah, be my guest. Play like that, okay. We have 3 caps at the moment. Okay, that is weird with the HE. The Z doesn't have a smoke for another 1.5 minutes probably, so he can't really just sit there and open up on me, so... Yodo is, as said, like out of heals as it seems, so... I can just defend this side of the map here against the enemy. The Montana is more interested in going back to kite again, I guess. The Z didn't send torpedoes as it seems, so we're fine for now, but he's probably looking for another torpedo angle. Actually, the Z is farming me with the Montana spotting, gotta be a bit careful here. Hiya, well... Oh, Yodo torps. Careful, careful, careful. But is he... like... Okay. I have no clue what the fuck he's doing. Shooting AP now. Sherman dies, so we get more time. I mean, we have a triple cap. Shouldn't be that big of a problem for us to win the game from here on out. I could theoretically pre-heal. Wouldn't be that stupid. Ah, okay, my Ohio and my Yodo are pretty low though. I mean, if they trade the incomp, it's straight up a win. The Z and the Yodo can't do shit against me. And the Monty seems to be more concerned about staying alive on the A line than actually playing the game. I turned out because it was like, I mean, the guy has to push. Normally. But he doesn't want to. I get Raider off in 20 seconds. Z should be smoke ready, but I don't care at this point. Like I can just Raider him then when he hydros me. So I'm not running the risk of him actually outplaying me with the hydro smoke combination. I think the Yodo has went AFK torpedo boat thingy. Okay, our Yodo died now. They're trying to heavily throw. Wait, they still had a submarine. Oh. Okay, incomparable burned down. That's really big. And now it depends on our Shiki dealing with the sub, to be fair. I have no indicator as to where the Z went. Submarine is resurfaced. As you can see, the Yodo is unwilling to open up ever again. He doesn't have a heal anymore, so that's why. 3k. That's Z torpedoes. I should be able to dodge this. Yeah. The Yodo actually opened up over there because he goes behind an island, but that's giving us the information that we need kind of to now play even. Okay, Z is opening up again. I mean, these kind of trades are not very favorable for the Z, my guy, because I have a heal, you don't. You do not. And the Shiki should be able to deal with the Shiki should be able to deal with this clown in his allow, I think, in the camp. Shouldn't be that big of a problem. Shiki is pretty hard to deal with instantaneously. I mean, I haven't looked at the HP yet. We're getting great fire chance on the no fire prevention Monty, so we can potentially kill him here. Potentially. Kind of zoning 3 ships out at the same time. I think the Z will go deeper into middle, so I can go up to the Monty again and finish him off maybe. We need kills here, especially if the Shiki potentially dies. Oh, the Shiki will actually die, I think. So we need that Monty kill confirmed. Shouldn't be a problem though. On a double permafire, he just healed. We can probably just kill him. He's a Leggy Monty, I would assume. Very drawn out fight. I think I should go into the B cap to ensure that we could win this game. Most likely gonna get another DCP and heal before I kill him. Okay, wait. That's good to know information there. He DCP'd now. I think I'm going to get fires before he leaves my range. Yeah, he has another heal too. I needed to know the information on the Z, kind of. So that's why I radared. I mean, now fires would be fucking hella important. Don't seem to be getting them. Yeah, now where I need them, I don't get them, so we're looking at a fucking disgusting, retarded fight here. Game over. Shiki died. Shiki shouldn't have died, and I should have been able to kill the Monty. Neither of that happened. I didn't even look at the time running out. Unfortunate, really, unfortunate. So the Yodo and the Z just running away with the Monty kind of won them the game anyways, because my battleships had nothing but feats on their keyboard. Fairly unfortunate. Yeah, both my DDs were shit. Shima eating a Yodo turret was a big problem. Z not doing anything. Then all the battleships were dog shit. I mean, unfortunate, really. I don't think I could have changed it. Maybe if I push the other side. I mean, if I risk it on the submarine, it could go. Submarine in Sherman, it could go in our favor, but it's a heavy risk. I thought it was pretty controlled what I did on my side, and man, if my team throws it then on purpose, well, up to them, to be fair. This is the spec I'm running, basic gunboat spec. I personally would argue, or would definitely advise you to play Concealment instead of Fearless Brawl. It gives you way more versatility. I'm just like damage hungry on this ship because of my average and stuff. So that's why I take Fearless Brawl. It pretty much traverses directly into 10% more damage because you're always hitting all your shells. But it's a bit, it's like a bit hard to play around it just because you have suddenly an 800 meter buffer between Concealment and radar range. So if you want to learn this ship and have an easier time, play Concealment. Equipment wise, I'm personally running Surveillance Radar because the DPM isn't the greatest. So if you catch a very healthy DD, you kind of want to have the radar duration, in my opinion, not the speed boost duration. Also, your speed boost is just super situational. I mean, you're only going to get it 3 times per game. It has a long cooldown. I think I'd rather use it to get out of sticky situations. Sometimes hunt people, sometimes dodge people. But it's just an added gimmick. Like, I wouldn't spec for it really. For example, it's more important that if a Z last game is full HP and smokes up in front of you, that you have a 36-second radar to kill him with. It's not like Smalan DPM on this ship, so close up. You still do the same damage as like 7-8 kilometers out. You kind of do the same damage at 4 km. You're not magically getting more shell hits in, because like the nature of the ship is that it has the penetration, it has the accuracy, but it doesn't have the DPM necessarily. So yeah, I personally am a big fan of the radar duration on it. And couple that with radar, with Concealment, you're actually becoming a disgusting DD hunter. But as said, whereas you saw also this game, Ragnar is not a cap contester or DD fighter in the first minutes of the game. It's just not. The only thing you're achieving in probably 5 out of 10 games, if not even like 8 or 9 out of 10 games, is you drop a whole bunch of HP against the enemy team trying to go for their DD, just because your ship isn't designed for that move. You can't disengage fast. You're a fat, sluggish target. If you have to turn, you're losing a bunch of HP. Everyone can hit you. Battleships will hit you. Fucking cruisers will hit you at like insane ranges. It's not like a French DD where you could dodge at 9 kilometers. You're just gonna eat shit at 9 kilometers. So playing it passive first and using it as some sort of cap controller mid-game with a lot of remaining HP is the better solution, to be fair. It's overall going to give you more impact on Ragnar. I mean, you can't really play it as a like only a perma farmer. You will drop a lot of potential kills, and as you just saw, like if I'm concentrating too much on, or like if I took the decision that we already have a winning situation, that we could win the game by just holding and then like farming people, but then my team decides to int, I just have damage. I don't even have kills because I didn't go for them. I mean, to be fair, it's a hard call to make last game. what to do necessarily. Like, we had 3 caps. We were looking pretty nice. I mean, if my if my BBs really want to die and lose the game, then so be it. At least I got 200k out of it, I guess. I mean, you could already kind of tell that the BBs weren't the smartest, given the fact that I was on a flank with 4 of them in essentially 1 square. By the way, here, we're going into the flank. We have a problem if the Nevsky's here, so we gotta be looking out for that a bit. And the Nevsky's here, great. That's like the only cruiser that really fucks with us. The other cruisers suffer heavily. The other cruisers all take 60 seconds fires, and Brest and Harlem are permanent. Like, I can pen them everywhere. They only have 30mm armor, so they suffer. But the Nevsky is a problem. Also, do mind that there's a Ragnar here. The Ragnar's in the cap. Yeah, the Ragnar's in the cap. The Ragnar is divisioned with the Musashi. So, gotta be careful there. Nevsky seems to be turning away. Other side is obviously way more juicy. If you look at the minimap, they're all clumping up. I could just farm them. But now we're dealt a pretty shitty hand here. It will also look like the... Okay. We're popping speed boost here immediately. Want to mitigate a whole bunch of incoming fire. He popped speed boost 2. We already knocked his engine. He doesn't play survivability expert, so he lost the trade before he even started. Then again, he also doesn't play concealment on top of it. I have no clue what that motherfucker has spec, to be honest. And this is just straight up aim versus aim. Dodging versus dodging. Just gotta outplay him here. No one's gonna eat a torpedo. No one is really gonna get assistance from his team. I mean, he has a Nevsky, which is obviously a way better support ship at long range than what I have with a Takeshi's Castle. Takeshi's Castle missed, even though he was closer. Yeah, the Nevsky's winning the trade for him. No, he's not winning the trade, but he's like even equalizing the playing field a bit. It's kind of disgusting that you have this kind of AFK piece of shit Nevsky in base there. I mean, whatever, I guess. We're going to slow down, keeping them on. Nah, we're not slowing down, we're going to run the fuck away out of range. Nevsky just doesn't want to stop shooting me, so hey, so be it. CCTV, C-server, fuck. I mean, get a fucking hobby. Get a life. Actually learn the game, and then you maybe don't have to sit like a fucking peasant at 19 kilometers with range mod and shoot on me. He's literally fucking range mod firing on a destroyer. I mean, you do be very, very retarded there, I guess. Like, I mean, the fuck? Like, are you stupid? Like, you are made of stupid. By the way, we're not playing this flank anymore. Kite, Ragnar, Nevsky's nothing I can push into. I'm just gonna go straight towards the middle. The rotation is gonna take a while. But we can already go for it. I personally thought, looking at the Musashi, that he would have gone nose in here somewhere and I could have farmed him after trading the Ragnar. Ragnar for some reason opening up again, taking a bunch of hits there from middle. I think the Marseille fucking smashed him. But yeah, in general, there's not even a point in hunting that Musashi at all. He's covered by a Nevsky that clearly shows too much interest in fucking with me. Takeshi's Castle hitting a torp on the Ragnar. Okay. I have many questions. But yeah, there's no real use here to go for that. That's just pointless angle. And sadly the other side of the enemy team is also kind of running it hard. I do not know why there's a Yamato sitting in the middle of the cap hinting. But yeah, we go for the long time rotation. We go for the long game. I'm gonna sit here. As you can see here, permakite moment. Would be kind of interesting to see what that Ragnar has spec'd. I mean, there was no concealment, no survivability expert on him, so it's like, what the fuck? What does he have spec'd? I mean, maybe he moved his... That doesn't make sense, man. Maybe he moved his Haaland cap, that was like, maybe he spec'd torpedoes. And no survivability expert because of that. But then again, why the fuck would a Haaland not have concealment, huh? Weird. Maybe low point captain. I guess that's a good explanation. Not really sure. That's the case though. The guy slowed down a bit, so we can shoot him here a bit. Pew pew pew. Gotta be careful though. For now I'm unspotted because of the islands, but the moment I get spotted you can probably watch the Nevsky get very, very hard. and shoot me again. I can already tell you it's going to happen. Guy slowed down for no reason. I can fuck him a bit. This is going to be most likely very low damage game. There's nothing really I can do for now. But for Ragnar to get high damage, you kind of need to farm consistently. You don't have burst potential. Watch the Nevsky shoot me, by the way. I think he's interested in the Takeshi's castle. It's like even easier to hit, but he still pens him everywhere. Kind of like the angle he's taking here. I don't know if the Musashi fire ran out or if he DCP'd. And we will know if we get a fire. See, we're still trying to go more into the middle instead of hunting the Musashi. I just don't feel like dropping more HP. Look, Nevsky 17 cam shooting me again. What a legend this person is. What a fucking legend. Yamato entered. That was kinda obvious from where he positioned himself, map wise. Yeah, guess that's just it. But as you can see, it's sometimes fairly simple to win against these C server bots. Like, you just take the cap and they fucking run away. You take cap and kill their DD and the game is kinda won. Like, unless your fucking stupid random mates suddenly suicide into him, into base. Because these motherfuckers are looking hella spicy to kill themselves into this kite. Nevsky and Carrier and Musashi, and then the enemy can turn it around and fuck with us again. Like, ugh. Where's the intelligence? Think, World of Warships players, think. Okay, there's a no fire prevention Jean Bard, who's randomly also looking into the push. They're just crossfiring out the Marseille and the Takeshi's castle. I have no clue why you would push there. Oh, actually their Malta gamer turned, okay. Interesting. Their Malta gamer turned and killed himself. Yeah, well, okay, the guy is turning out of the rock, so I can get permafires here. He just DCP'd, as you could see. Most likely the Roosevelt is gonna get some triple fire on him, and I won't get any damage. Watch it. No, okay, I got one. I can turn to the right. A double fire, nice. I can turn to the right and get shots on the Monte. Watch it. Positioning myself in a way that I can go behind this rock in case the Nevsky finds too much interest in me again and wants to smash. The Iron Fist and the Monte. Okay, we're going to switch to the Monte. He's full HP. Gotta get the DCP out here, I guess. Raided by the Alaska. Don't really care though, to be honest. There's no way, by the way, I get an angle on that motherfucker. We're just using our gun range to stand in the middle of the map and fuck with these people. I could go a bit forward and kind of grief with the... Okay, that guy DCP'd, so he's not gonna take fires for like 20 seconds at least, so we can shoot the Nevsky. Okay, he's instantaneously moving. What the fuck? Oh, okay, they're ramming each other, based. It's a bit far away to effectively farm him. But he's gonna come in and I can go behind island, you know. Maybe get some lucky fire on the Monty. Sadly he's leaving range, full HP, running into base. Epic when these BBs do that kind of shit. Really epic. Okay, we got a lucky fire. I can lob it still, kind of. The double fire would have been super pog. Takeshi's castle and Marseille both lived, so yeah, there's no late game in this scenario. They had to die for there to be late game. Or even mid game. I mean, there's not even any mid game. We're already in their fucking base trying to get as much damage as possible. Fucking pathetic little Ragnar game. Disgusting, disgusting, disgusting. One kill won't finish the game immediately. Dude, I swear to God, why the fuck is this Montana so passive? No, actually, the Jean Bart will die and the game is over.
Engine boost
Yep.
activated.
Applause, applause for the enemy gameplay and the CCTV guy. Epic. Epic that my games are grief because these people don't know how to play the game. Apart from permakiting off the screen. Hey, 50% he learned how to permakite, you know? It's super strong, man. Hey, that's super strong. It's super strong. Also, full HP Monty permakiting off the map. It's 52%, man. I told you, man. I told ya. The barely above 50%ers, they're literally worse to play against than 60% or above. Straight up, straight up. Because they're not playing the game, man. The only thing they learn is how to camp and permakite because they're fucking dogs. That's essentially it, man. Well, given that, I think I'll end it here. Because I don't think there's going to be much more funny games. And see you for the next video, I guess.